The war in Ukraine has reached a grim milestone, dragging on for over 970 days. The conflict has become a bloody stalemate, with neither side able to achieve a decisive victory. The front lines have largely stagnated, with both sides entrenched in defensive positions. Despite the lack of major breakthroughs, the fighting remains intense. Thousands of soldiers and civilians have lost their lives, and the humanitarian crisis continues to worsen. The international community remains deeply concerned about the situation in Ukraine. Diplomatic efforts to end the war have so far failed to yield any breakthroughs. The conflict has had a profound impact on global geopolitics, exacerbating tensions between Russia and the West. The war has also disrupted global energy markets and contributed to rising food prices. Russia's much-anticipated offensive in eastern Ukraine has failed to live up to expectations. Despite committing significant military resources, Russian forces have made only incremental gains. The Ukrainian military has mounted a fierce defense, inflicting heavy casualties on the invaders. Russia's logistical challenges have also hampered its ability to sustain a large-scale offensive. Western intelligence assessments suggest that Russia has suffered significant losses in Ukraine. Thousands of Russian soldiers have been killed, and a large number of tanks, armored vehicles and aircraft have been destroyed. The heavy losses have taken a toll on the morale of Russian troops. There are also growing concerns about the Kremlin's willingness to continue throwing more lives and resources into a costly and protracted war. Faced with setbacks on the battlefield, Russian President Vladimir Putin has resorted to increasingly bellicose rhetoric. He has repeatedly made thinly veiled threats to use nuclear weapons if Russia's interests are threatened. Putin's nuclear saber-rattling has been widely condemned by the international community. Western leaders have warned that any use of nuclear weapons would have catastrophic consequences. Domestically, Putin is facing growing challenges. The war in Ukraine has taken a toll on the Russian economy, and Western sanctions are beginning to bite. There is also growing public discontent over the war, particularly among the families of soldiers killed or wounded in Ukraine. The Kremlin has cracked down hard on any form of dissent, but it remains to be seen how long Putin can maintain his grip on power if the war continues to drag on. Section 4: Zelensky's diplomatic tightrope seeking Western support. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has emerged as a global symbol of resistance in the face of Russian aggression. He has tirelessly rallied international support for Ukraine, pleading for more weapons and financial assistance. Zelensky has also called for tougher sanctions against Russia. However, he has also acknowledged the need for a negotiated settlement to the conflict. Zelensky faces a delicate balancing act. He must maintain the support of Western allies while also preparing his people for the possibility of a long and difficult war. He has ruled out making any concessions to Russia that would compromise Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. However, he has also indicated a willingness to negotiate on other issues, such as Ukraine's neutral status. Section 5: A future shrouded in uncertainty. Global implications of a protracted war. As the war in Ukraine enters its second year, the future remains deeply uncertain. Neither side appears willing or able to back down. The conflict has already had a profound impact on global geopolitics, and its long-term consequences are still unfolding. The war has shattered Europe's sense of security and led to a major realignment of global alliances. It has also exacerbated existing tensions between Russia and the West, raising the spectre of a new Cold War. The conflict has also had a devastating impact on the global economy, disrupting supply chains and contributing to rising inflation. The human cost of the war is immeasurable, with millions of Ukrainians displaced from their homes and countless lives lost.